Hey everyone, Phil here for my weekly check-in. Just a little bit late. Sorry about that. Week got away from me. I am about to head back upstairs. I just came back from a haircut. And I'm going to be finishing my weekly review. I'm doing a review tonight. Doing a review tonight on The Incredibles 2. And that's going to be on the show, for stay tuned. It's my first time doing a review of something as it is currently in theaters, so a little bit different. Not going to be doing a ton of history, backstory. It's more about just my impressions of the film and doing, of course, a review of it, so plenty of spoilers. But this week has also been interesting because I've been taking steps forward with getting paperwork put together and sent off so that I can pursue some voice acting, possibly some other acting, I don't know. Doing this in part because I miss the theater and I miss performing and I love all of that, but I'm also doing it in part to, substitute or whatever the word is, I can't think of it at the moment, my income, so that way until I get enough people on board with Stay Tuned, so I can have some kind of income. So I'm hopefully going to be getting some gigs for voice acting really soon, which would be awesome. And it does tie in with the radio show. I feel like it's an appropriate way to do things and not just flipping burgers. So let's see what else is going on. Doing some more organization in the office, and I hope to really push forward with that very soon, because I noticed that I'm very positively and sometimes negatively inspired by my environment. So I'm doing my part to make my environment more inspirational for me. Part of this is removing things I don't need anymore. Part of this is purchasing shelves like I did yesterday and putting them together and now figuring out a use for those shelves. Just giving everything some organization, so when I look in around my surrounding area, I can be inspired to work there and not brought down by it. So they're all little changes, but they add up to a big thing for me, and I think it's going to help quite a bit. Gosh, that's really all I can think about at the moment. Other than that, I had a really amazing interview that I can't wait to put together for the next episode of Stay Tuned, with an animator a few days ago, and just a really wonderful conversation. We talked for an hour and a half. It was really fantastic. He has done so much with his life, and part of what that phone call did to me and for me, in a brief, fleeting moment, I started really questioning my choices, and just in life in general, because I haven't pursued animation fully, and I grew up loving it so much, and no one said I had to pursue it, but just there's part of me that gets a little self-doubt-ish when I think about the fact that I'm running a podcast about animation, and I personally have done not very much of it. I have done animation, but I've spent most of my life focused on comics, which I'm not complaining about. I have a great many loves in this life, and I'm just this week has been being very mindful. I've been being very mindful of appreciating my story, my own story, appreciating its complexity, appreciating what happened that led me here, instead of saying, why haven't I done this? The shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I'm just looking at how awesome of a story I actually do have, and appreciating it and loving it and owning it. So that's been where my mind has been at, and I'm going to continue to put my mind there, because really that's the best way to move forward. Is everybody's different. Everyone has their own story to tell, and just because mine did not go the way somebody else's did doesn't make it worth any less. And So that's been a big focal point for me this week. So a little bit shorter video this week. I'm really looking forward to seeing where things go with the voice acting. Of course, looking forward to seeing where things go with Stay Tuned. Tonight is my 10th episode already. I don't know how that's even possible, that it's been 10 episodes, which means 10 weeks. Pretty incredible. And just like that, The Incredibles 2 will be gracing the airwaves of Stay Tuned later tonight. So thanks for watching, and yeah, see you in a few days for another check-in.